Emu has completely gone on a killing spree now. If he does not take out one member of the Straw Hat crew, he will never let it go. If Luffy's group really has one person who will be killed by Emu, then whose sacrifice would have the smallest impact on the Straw Hat crew? First of all, Captain Luffy and the three main forces on sea, land, and air are absolutely impossible to die. Luffy's dream carries the expectations of hundreds of millions of fans, and if the protagonist is gone, how can this anime possibly continue? But Zoro and Sanji are the Straw Hat crew's core strategy. Zoro bears the responsibility of the vice captain, helping Luffy at every moment, establishing the captain's authority and principles, and he can always save the day at critical moments. If Zoro is gone, the Straw Hat crew will definitely fall apart very quickly. Sanji is the team's strategist, and his on-the-spot judgment crushes the other companions, and his logistical support is simply unbeatable. He can make feasts that deal with extreme environments, nutritious soups that help recover from injuries, and so on. Without Sanji, the Straw Hat crew would not make it either. And then there's Jinbei, the only crewmate in the Straw Hat crew who can move freely in the sea. Sea battles are carried almost entirely by him, and half the crew are devil fruit users. Every time these people fall into the sea, the blue fatty can haul them up at the fastest speed. Robin also cannot possibly be sacrificed. He is one of the few people in One Piece who can read the poneglyphs. Whether Luffy can become the Pirate King, and whether the truth of the Void Century can be uncovered, all depends on him. Franky's role on the ship is multifaceted. He is not only the shipwright who repairs and modifies the Thousand Sunny, but also half a scientist who develops weapons and machinery. When Jinbei is not around, he can also take the helm. So, Franky is likewise a crewmate they absolutely cannot lose. The coward trios Nami and Chopper are even less able to leave. When Nami goes all out with firepower, she can absolutely be compared to a fighter at the level of the Flying Six, and her navigation skills are among the very best in the New World. With her command, the Straw Hat crew can safely make it through each day at sea. Chopper, the ship's doctor who holds the supreme big medicine bottle, is also an indispensable member of the Straw Hat crew. He can always bring his companions back when they are on the verge of death. It can be said that it is precisely because Chopper is there that Zoro and Luffy can miraculously survive after every desperate battle. As for Brook's position, it is not that important on the ship. Luffy and the others definitely cannot go without eating or without medical care. But if they do not listen to songs, there are still other forms of entertainment to pass the time. Besides, Brook's big password has never been remembered, which leads to him, in battle, not being able to play a very big role. So if he were to sacrifice himself, it would not have too great an impact on the Straw Hat crew. As for Usopp, there is even less to say. The Straw Hat crew, after 2 years, basically everyone has long-range attack methods, and the power is very strong, which makes Usopp, the sniper, not that important. The key is that he does not even have the ability to protect himself now, and when he runs into a slightly stronger enemy, he can only rely on his companions to save him. Without exaggeration, Usopp really has already become a dispensable existence. Without him, the Straw Hat crew's next adventures will not be affected in the slightest. Then it's obvious, if Oda really arranges for Emu to take out one person, it can only be a choice between Brook and Usopp.